Hello, everybody, to the last episode of The Rise of the Northman. Now, if you watched the last one, you know that it didn't end very well. Our run is just about over, so I'm testing something out that I'm going to do for Warhammer runs at the end of it that I want to end with a big bang. I went into the custom battles, made it as even as I can. Say hello to my great heathen army. These are large armies, two forces, Wolfric and Frog. Frog's army consists of 90% monsters, if not 99% monsters and trolls, while ours consist of mostly Vikings and mammoths. We are going up against the two major players that kind of put an end to our run. We are going against Kislev and the Empire. Specifically, we're going against Tsarina Katerin, who, if you remember her frost dragons, or frost worms, completely annihilated us the last go-around. Now, there's no guarantee that we win this battle, as I've tried to make it as even as possible, and even then, that's saying something. I gave them, there's plenty of monsters, plenty of enemies to go around, and quite honestly, this is just going to be a really bloody good time, and one heck of a way to cap off our final fight. We're going to pretend that this is Sufra, even though he's just a chieftain, but because since he did so much for us in the run. Alright. Now there, oh my god. Wow. Okay. Alright. I didn't know it was going to look like that. This is going to be awesome. Let's take a look. Okay. So Kislev, they got war bear riders. The Empire's got regular swordsmen, great weapons for both sides. This, which was called Little Grom, I saw that and I was like, it's a giant cannon being pulled by polar bears. So that's pretty awesome. You got different kind of horsemen. These are actually the Demogryph Knights. That's cool. I clicked on some of these and I didn't even look at them. Warwolf sleds. They, of course, are way better off than us. They got the Black Lions, war wagons. These beautiful things right here. Of course, let's see. We got the two frost worms because they had them in the last battle. We have Emperor Karl Franz, who's supposed to be riding his hippogriff, but is not, for some unearthly reason. An Empire captain, and a bright wizard. Meanwhile, Tsarina Katerin is riding her frost worm that gave us so much trouble in the last go-around. This is going to be one heck of a battle, folks, and I'm not sure we're going to win. But for right or wrong, in the words of the great Amon Amarth, we're either going to find a way or we're going to make one. Alright, let's jump right into it. Okay, so let's... Now, the worst thing that could possibly happen. Now, it looks like since Katerin is all the way to the west, I don't know if Frog's going to... looks like he's charging directly in. It lets me see what he's doing. He's charging directly in. Even his trolls are charging directly in. Frost Dragons looks going for the flank, which is good. The Norscan Giants are doing well. These are our war wagons. They are not good with anything on here. That's cool. The War Shrine, I have no idea what it does. But it looked cool. And that's my basis for everything. Now we're going to pull some of our forces in. I don't know if they're going to charge. The main force here is going to charge. I can see that already. We're ready for a huge clash. We're going to send our mammoths just directly in. Their guns are going to tear us to shreds. I wish it would have let me control both sides, but in a way I'm kind of thankful it didn't, because this is a lot of units to try to keep track of. These catapults are going to be a problem. I gave them plenty of mortars. Into the woods with you. You read that right, grenade launchers. Okay, there they are. Frontline fighters here. Don't fight the frostworm, you'll die. They're already over there. I mean, they don't call him Wolfric the Challenger for nothing. Dadgummit. Where'd Katarine go? Oh god, Wolfric's almost dead already? Ooh, get out of there, get out of there.
Marauder horseman! Yes! A killing cab! Taste the power of the changer! God's watch! Do not disgrace her! Is that all you got? Marauder, chieftain!
Come on, everybody.
The wind blows hot! Command accepted.
Oh, there they go. There we go. But are we going to let one little battle dictate everything? So, Wulfric died, and so Wulfric died, and so did Carl. So what I'm going to do is this army. Let's save the preset. Frog. Let's get rid of it. Let's load a preset. Frog. Now we're going to do a one-on-one battle. Let's go ahead and do a different map. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we might lose this. But I think we threw the two forces at him that we used the most. And now the one that lived and the one that survived in both fights are now going to be the ones that we use. Because one fight doesn't take that long. 2 fights will probably take that long. It'll work out fine. That way it'll be one big punch. And with trolls, we're just going to run right in there. I'm thinking, let's take, for example, let's use our one of our previous fights as one of our previous runs, the Retake the Realms fight, or even the Green Tide fight. We dealt with certain enemies more than others. We would have our main force fighting their main force, the 2 main people that are fighting us, and then whichever army survived the fight, we would have a one-on-one fight. The loser of the fight would be in a choke point, defending said choke point. It's no like surprise that the meat of Warhammer are the fights. Okay, if we all attack from one side. Where the hell's the... Oh, my dragon's all the way over there, huh? Okay.
Screaming! Doing it!
That's a cool spell.
They use the winds against us! Ready! You said it! Suppose.
Get out of my way, push through.
Let me kill! I'm ready! Ready!
If we can just break through here. Oh, there he is. There we go. There we go. What I will do in the future for future runs is I'm going to take the video, the last episode of whether we win or we fail, and then the last like 20 minutes of it I'm going to make into this combat. That way everyone gets to see a little bit of combat, because to me the battles, like I said, are the crux of the game. It is one of the most entertaining and fun things to try. Now granted, I will take, I want feedback from it. If you'd rather keep it away from this kind of stuff or just leave it where it lays, things like that, that's perfectly fine. I really don't mind. I just want to try to find something a really more fun for everybody involved. So Frog was the last one standing, cleaning up remnants. Look at that handsome bastard. Alright. So Rise of the Northman. Rise of the Northman is officially taken care of. It's done. While the battle, it's like more of like a consultation prize to win the battle. It went faster than I thought it would, to be honest. Let's take a look. It still says close, but let's take a look at it. Oh, man. It really wasn't that close when you look at it from over there. But no, stuff like this, it's always fun to fiddle around and try different things. I guess since I still have a few more minutes, because I don't want to make a video that's less than 30 minutes, or 35 preferably. Let's take a look at something real quick, and you'll get like a little sneak peek of the next one we're doing, I guess.
I command here.
So the way I was trying to do it was that I did something that was like order bound and then chaos, and kind of go back and forth. So Norska is 100% on the evil side of the spectrum, I guess. So what I need to try to come up with next is someone more on the good side, or at least closer to the good side. As far as the map goes, we'll just click on one person just so we can look at the map. We've played in a lot of different places so far, but the past like 4 runs have been really around the old world, and even a little bit in the desert, but mostly around the old world. So I kind of want to spread away from that. I ventured east before, and I've done a little bit west. But I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the High Elves.
I fight for the greater good.
Now, which High Elf? I'm not sure.
Techless.
This world needs me.
Does it? Does it really?
Dragon fire runs through my veins.
I am sworn to avenge.
Batman.
It is dusk. We shall dance in the shadows.
Okay, so
I am Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
torn between him and Alariel.
Ah, sir.
So when it comes to,
No rest.
here's their different starting locations. This one's kind of in the old world already.
I was born for glory.
That one's way over there.
Serve the Shadow King.
He's going to be fighting a lot of dark elves.
There is no limit to my
We've met him in our Zinch playthrough. That was not fun.
We must preserve this
So
world.
Tyrion and Alariel are really the only ones that fully start on Ulthuan, the homeland of the elves, the donut, if you will, the donut of the elves. So either Tyrion or Alariel, those are the ones that we'll go with. And I think the goal of the run, I know that dark elves are like 90% of the villains that you fight when you play as high elves. So maybe what we could do is we could hold, or there is one other race we could play too. We could play wood elves. So we could play high elves, we could play wood elves.
Shield of Athel Lauren.
I don't know if I've played Treebeard.
Wild
The Sisters of Twilight, they're way over there. He's still technically the old world. There's a lot of people to play. There really is. We could play Kislev too. And the reason I say we could play Kislev,
My people must feel.
we could play the old Baba Yaga and be over here and kind of fight our way through the Dark Elves as well. So, with that in mind, let's see if I can find one more option for us. I think
I execute the Dragon Emperor's orders, and those who fail.
Okay. Okay, who else would be around here? We've played Lizardmen before, and Lizardmen are kind of a gray area if you really ask me. They want what they want for their people, but really that's it. Which, I mean, kudos to them, I guess. The only ones, so Kislev, the High Elves, and we could play
pure as starlight.
the Wood Elves. So we have the Sisters of Twilight. No, wrong one.
First daughter.
We have Baba Yaga.
My protection.
And we have
I fight for the greater good.
This world
either Tyrion or Alariel. So I'm going to think on this, but in the meantime, if any of these options you guys would like to see, let me know. And about 100% I'm going to go with that one. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut this final episode out. This is really just a test to see if what y'all think about the final battles being like that. Still the normal run. If we finish it and we get a victory, great. But even if we get a victory, we're going to go and do one last final battle. Maybe not as its own standalone video, but tacked on to the end in a way that just give a more finality to it, I guess. With that in mind, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.